morning, my friends. Today I'm very excited to show you how to make creme brulee. It happens to be one of my family favorites. It's very simple. It's not the healthiest dessert, but it is something that so many seek, and it is delicious. So it's very few ingredients. I'm gonna show you the easiest way and the silkiest creme brulee that you can have. All that we need is heavy cream, milk, sugar, eggs, and the most important part of all is vanilla, and it's best if we use fresh vanilla bean. For 2 cups of cream, I have a little less than half a cup of milk. I have 6 egg yolks. Every egg yolk is about 20 grams. A whole egg is about 60 grams, so you can calculate it. So I have 6 egg yolks. I have 90 grams of sugar. I go a little less, 100 grams of sugar. That's 5 to 1 part. I go 90 grams sugar because I like it less since we're gonna brulee it at the end. And 1 vanilla bean. Let me get started and show you how simple that can be. So here is the vanilla bean. This is the one I bought from Amazon. Now to open it and get it, I normally press it a little bit. You can, by the back of your knife, just flatten it. Like this. And now it's flat. Now I put my knife in like that. Make sure your knife is sharp, and then you just cut it lengthwise, just like that. You will find beautiful vanilla beans if you scrape it. See, just like that, goes into the milk. And now the milk, I'm gonna heat it just enough until steam comes out. So this I'm gonna pop in the microwave to warm it until it's steaming. Moving on to the next. In this bowl, I will crack 6 eggs. Use only the yolk. Now the next step is I cracked my egg yolks. A little bit of white is okay to have because that gives structure, like I said. The most important part that we don't want to beat the eggs. We don't want to incorporate air into our custard because we don't want the custard to have bubbles inside, air pockets. We want it to be silky and smooth. So into the eggs, I'm gonna add the heavy cream, the whole box, just like that. Mix to break the eggs into it. Add the sugar so it can also melt. So now when you start feeling that the liquid is not grainy from the sugar that I added, I start adding the steeped milk. Now normally what I would do, I would steep the milk. I will do this part of the process the night before, because the longer the milk stays with the vanilla, the more flavorful it's gonna get. But because I want to show you the whole recipe, I'm gonna add the milk into this custard here. Make sure that you don't beat too much to try to break those and then incorporate air into your custard. That's the last thing you want to do. Now I'm gonna add the milk and mix. And this is it, we're done. Now if you have party and you want to make creme brulee, you can do this part in advance so you don't have to do things last minute. and park this in the fridge overnight, it's okay. Now, normally we need to chill the creme brulee. So you can also bake it and get your ramekins ready and everything ready, and then you just brulee it at the time of serving. Now this we will pour into ramekins that we're gonna prepare in a pan full with a little bit of water, so we can cook the custard on a very low and tender heat. Now my oven is gonna be at 215, maximum 300 degrees. Regular oven, not convectional, because you don't want that air to dry your custard again. Let me show you how we do that. So you can choose whatever you have at home. You don't have to go and buy specialty ramekins. Anything that works and goes into the oven that is flat and shallow will work. To avoid having the imperfections in my custard, I will pass the custard through a sieve, and I think that is enough. We'll see. I have done a batch yesterday because this needs to bake and then it needs to chill before we can brulee it. So I have a batch that I made yesterday, and we'll brulee that one as soon as we put those in the oven. Now, those we will bake them in holder, a pan that can hold these ramekins in, because we will fill some hot water between them to make the cooking a lot more gentle. Those will take about 50 minutes, 55 minutes. Everyone's oven is different, but they need to set, and if you touch it, it's still not hard, it's still wobbly, but it's set, you can tell. So this is the batch I baked yesterday, and I had it in the fridge overnight. It's chilled, cold, and ready to brulee. We're gonna brulee those two, and normally you brulee just before you want to serve it, because you want that crackling, glassy sugar melt on top. So today we're gonna do two, one with regular sugar, one with the turbinado sugar, and see which one results best. We'll put and we'll tap until the whole sugar is covering the brulee. It doesn't need to be a lot, just a layer that covers the whole custard. Now let it cool a little bit, and then we'll check which is better. I don't know. Let's try and see. Ooh, nice crack. Delicious. I think the turbinado sugar is, it has a much better texture at the end. So the look and the color, I prefer the white sugar, but the texture and the taste, although both are delicious, I would choose this one. Try it and let me know what you think about that. If you like the recipe, give thumbs up, subscribe, and tell me your thoughts. I will put also the link for that gluten-free almond cake that you can use the egg whites to bake. Have a great day.